Hey, folks. Brian from World War II is into his house. I act as obnoxious as I could possibly act right there. Make sure, give me a second. Make sure everything's on the board here. If you guys can hear me and see me, let me know. Say if I'm hearable and seeable. My beautiful woman's just off screen.
Hello.
Mel says hi. Got a couple minutes before 6 o'clock. Trying a different time. I'm trying to find times where I can try to get more people involved. I know we have a large European group. Oh, Adam, what's up, buddy? What's going down, man? A little earlier for you today. You don't have to. You're actually awake. Not having to take pills to stay up so you can hang out with me. I saw your videos. Pretty good, dude. Your boats, your landing craft, and day off, huh? Day off, going to Deers. What's Deers? I don't know. I'm not cool. Oh, I got on the table right now. We got the battle for the shit. Let me find that. Hold on a second. Yeah, so on the table right now, we've got a battle set up. It's the battle for the Phing Tai Railroad Station. There you go. July 28th, 1939, during the whole Battle of Beiping. This is where the Chinese actually fucking succeeded in taking that thing back, and then, they retreated and they lost it again. So, but hey, I should show it to you. Let me see if I don't know if the camera will see that far. Let me see if I can do it. Hey, babe, I'm gonna close this door just real quick. See if you can see. Oh, shit. Yeah, you can't see. Oh, actually, I can probably drag it. Let's see if you can check it out. Don't look at that mobile. There you go. Check that shit out. Let's see if I can get a good view. There you go. Look at that shit. Trying to get back some, but yeah, there you go. Got the railroad station, and should be a pretty good battle. Now, of course, I don't know what the actual railroad station looked like back then, but that's the only railroad station I have. So it'll have to do. I'm gonna work in a pinch. But yeah, so I got that going. Me and Mel are gonna play that probably this weekend. I got a wedding to go to this weekend too. I got my niece is getting married. Fucking crazy, dude. Remember when she was born? She's getting married, getting hitched. But yeah, I guess with the Phing Tai, that railroad station is now the largest railroad station in China. I was doing a little research. I think that's what. Holy shit, Jeff! What's up, bud? Look at this. We got royalty in the house today. Jeff, everybody, runs tabletop board game, which is the masters behind Incursion, the excellent Incursion game of Doom. And I have it through the grapevine that there's something new coming out for Incursion soon, and it looks pretty sweet. It looks pretty weird. Be perfect for all you Weird War weirdos. Oh shit, we're 3 minutes late. Hey everybody, it's Brian from Weird War II, and this is Weird War Wednesday. World War II is on the march. We got Jeff from Tabletop Battle, or Tabletop Board Games. Jesus, wrong with me. And then we've got Adam from Wargaming China in the house right this second. Very cool. Oh yeah, so Adam doesn't really break weird, but he's a big Pacific guy. He's a big the war between China and Japan, and Jeff is doing the Pacific theater thing. So you're gonna see some cool. I don't know, man. That'd be a good idea. Try to throw some Chinese elements in there because that's a huge. There's a lot of Chinese in that conflict. Ooh, you got the box art coming. Oh yeah. Very cool. Dude, I can't wait. I saw some of the other art. It looks pretty sweet, dude. Can't wait to check it out. Man, my backlog for painting is so far. All your incursion stuff. I might just not paint your stuff and play. I mean, I'm gonna paint it eventually, but I want to play Snafu before your new one comes out. Get that out there. But yeah, so tonight we're going to talk about how you play indoor battles, like where the whole game is set like indoors. Like, you can do like Stalingrad, like in the big factories, they're fighting indoors practically, but it's all rubble. Or you can be in submarine pens, big old, like an assault or even like a commando raid into a submarine pen or something, or underground, whatever. V2 missile assembly plant. You got to infiltrate in there or fucking whatever. But, because Jeff is here, we've used, Incursion, if you guys don't know, is a Weird War II board game that's set in Malta, in a weird war Malta, where the Germans have taken over Malta, and all the underground tunnels and stuff underneath Malta have been like Nazified with all sorts of bioweapon shit or whatever. And the Allies have secured the surface of Malta, and now they're doing incursions into the underground labs and stuff of Malta to try to clear out the zombies or the Nazis and their bioweapons. But Incursion comes, it's being a board game. It has like board sections that are like tunnels and stuff. So that, using a board game's board is a great way to simulate, tabletop battles, without having to construct a 3D, building, with all the. But I also want to dive in. I'm hoping more people show and let me know how they do it, because I've seen a lot of. I've seen some cool sets where they have like these large indoor like scenes, like scenery, terrain. And I want to say it's paper or some sort of cardboard, like it's printed. Or see, I'm not sure if they get the files and they print it and then they cut it out, or if it's like you buy a pack of something and you put it all together. Now, the guys over at hold on a second. Let me pull that up, because I don't want to. Like, I'm gonna give you guys his Facebook group so you guys can check out. It's fucking awesome. He's a lot of weird war pulp, but he does some fantastic games, battle reports and stuff. Check that shit out. But he has a whole building, and it has like furniture and all this stuff, and his stuff is fighting inside of it, and it looks really good, right? Yeah. I'm trying to think, baby. Is there anything that's on that we don't need, like in the bedroom or anything? They said the buffering's really, the internet stuff is weird.
Turn off the Xbox.
Yeah, it's probably us guys. We're turning off some of the stuff that we don't need. Yeah, we got just, we don't got anything like fancy. We're just using internet that we get for your home. But hopefully that helped a little bit. But yeah, so David over at Fear the Dark, he has some great looking terrain, and I think his blog showed where he got it or whatever. I want to say it's some sort of printed stuff, and you just kind of build it. It's like cardboard, I guess, or paper, not paper, but cardboard. And don't turn. Jeff says, "Don't turn off Mel." Jeff's here. Jeff from Tabletop Battle Field Battle board game. God, tabletop board game. But yeah, so yeah, I can't turn Mel off. She's always on, always.
No, if I'm going here, what's up?
Mel. But yeah, so I've had a couple. Now I think I did a battle report where there was a so in Hollywood in like 39, the I think it's the Warner Brothers film vault like blew up and caught on fire and like destroyed like almost all of the silent films of the day, right? It's that like flammable film. Anyway, so I worked in that real life thing happened, and it might be Battle Systems now that I think of it. How are the prices on that thing?
No,
I mean,
Weird War Wednesday.
it looks pretty good.
A little earlier, so some of the.
I'm wondering how much that shit cost. I mean, is it like pre-cut? Is it like a MDF kind of kit? You get the stuff and you just pop it out and build it. I'm curious to see how that works.
Yeah.
But I want to say I've been there before, and they had some big old sets, but I don't remember what the prices were like. But yeah, so but because I don't have. I mean, how do you recreate the interior of a film vault? You know what I mean? It's just like I'm not like Adam, where he can fucking whittle shit and create these badass pieces of work just with a little. I don't have those skills that he does. Like he builds everything out of wood and mad skills, man. But so they are cardboard punch out. Okay, cool. So they're pre-printed and they're rigid, so you don't have to like put it on a piece of cardstock and then cut it around it and any of that kind of shit. Yeah, because that would suck. I was like, that'd be like old school. But yeah, so I view in that one mission that I'm talking about, I use my old Chessex, big squared, dry wet erase board, and I think that was that was the most fun game I've done. But it looks like shit because it's this tan piece of felt or what, not felt, but tan thing. Oh, thanks, babe. And we just drew it or whatever. But that was a fucking blast. But I come from role playing too, so I don't really necessarily need the 3-dimensional kind of shit. But I'm posing to everybody out there. It's like if you know of like sets of like large interior like terrain, because I think that is something that is needed and a lot of people don't use. Because think of it, if you could have you could do full game, let's say because this is Weird World War II, or you're playing Pulp, if you had like blueprint, remember the old blueprints that you could get for their role playing and stuff, but somehow 3-dimensional, you could stack it or whatever. You could play skirmish games in these structures and then just, take this part off and here's first floor, here's third floor, here's 10th floor or whatever, here's the roof. That would be awesome. That'd be a lot of fun. But have it in some sort of 3-dimensional. So there's like furniture and you get the more role playing, because you could have the 2D, printed surfaces, which I use because it's the only thing I have access to. But man, that'd be cool. Like really in-depth, detailed interiors. That'd be sweet. You can do interiors of ships. You can do, or even ships with interiors. I guess they have that. But when you do actually 3D models of structures, they usually scale a lot smaller than in reality. Than what they would be in reality, because you got to fit them on a fucking gaming table. I get that, but if you make dedicated games in structures, let's say we can stay historical. Let's say historical. You could do the battles for the infantry battles in the factories of Stalingrad, or Manila, the house fighting in Manila. And then if you get really weird war, you can get into, cavern works, fighting the deep ones, or you can have,
No, we don't. We're not gonna.
fuck, I don't know. You could be a fucking spaceship. You can be, a fucking space station. You're doing infantry combat in space, but it's World War II. Dude, that's fucking awesome. Before I closed up my my What the Miniatures, my next big pay-in project was going to be weird World War II zero G shit. United States Space Rangers or Raiders versus the Nazi Raumjägers. It was gonna be sweet. And you'd fight like in like moon bases and on moonscapes and like inside space stations and shit. But anyway, but yeah. So Jeff suggested battle systems terrain. I'm gonna look that up real quick, Jeff. See if I can battle systems. All right, let's see what it says. Oh man, yeah, they got some badass shit. I'm gonna grab this link, guys, so you guys can check it out. Probably like the cardboard stuff is the way to go, just for cost. Because I'm gonna put that link up here for you guys.
Yeah, they're still together.
Oh shit, that's not what we want. That's like I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, look up just I don't know why it's fucking up. Battle systems terrain. Yeah, they got tons of stuff. But yeah, so the paper stuff would be a lot more cost effective, I think, than All right, man. Jeff, thank you for swinging by. Everybody, be sure to swing by Tabletop Board Game. It's one of our sponsors. It'll be in the description below, and we've got a discount. Pick up some badass incursion. All right, Jeff. Thanks, man. Good to hear from you, bud. But yeah, so cost effective wise, paper, I guess nowadays resin, everybody and their brother has a fucking 3D printer except me. But I guess you could get STLs that like, do structures. Man, that would be great. You could do like, yeah, you get STLs of like full floor plans, and then with the furniture, and then you could sell certain sets of furniture, maybe like 1920s to 1950s furniture, and then from like 1960 to 1980 or whatever, you can like just use the same shell and the floor plans and the hallways and shit or whatever, and but then just like replace the furniture with like more whatever time frame you're playing in. But yeah, but so like in 3D, playing because we're war gamers. I've always wanted to do like a big the big battle inside of like a warehouse, or like kind of like the Indiana Jones. Was it the Temple of the fucking hiding in a refrigerator during a nuke, whenever that one was. But they kind of fight in that big storage warehouse where the Ark was at, and that'd be cool. Do something like that, dude. Actually, like the Nazis are like, this is World War II, so like the Nazis are there to try to take back the Ark. So there's a big battle inside this giant fucking warehouse. I guess that'd be easy. You would just get a floor plan, just get shit tons of crates, but that's probably not the best example. But like, I don't know, like you can do commando raids against like the insides of fucking like battleships, or like some sort of surface vessels or shit. That'd be so sweet. And with Weird World War II, you can say that they get there through like jetpacks, or they like they swim and they climb up the sides. And they're deep ones who just live under the water and just jump up and start kicking ass. But yeah, so we've got the one suggestion, the battle systems terrain. You guys go check that out. Now there's another one. Now these are 3D stuff, or not 3D, but like resin. This is an older company. I'm like, was it Forge World? Not Forge World. That's a GW shit. Forge World. Fuck, man, my brain is fuck. What is that? It's the one that do tons of like 3D resin terrain. They do like trenches, and they'll do like crates, and the Epicast, not Epicast. Forge Rule, Armor Cast. That's it. Armor Cast. Armor Cast has a really cool catalog full of like bits and pieces and like little things that you can use. But like, I'm really wanting to invest in some like stuff that allows me to fight interiors and in interiors. Again, when you play with terrain that's meant to be on the tabletop battlefield, you know, they scale so damn small. You know, they really do. They're, you know, like you'll see like foreground stuff. I mean, and if you're playing like 28 mil, I mean, those are all small structures. Even the big ones are like, you know, I get it. You're trying to size towards the table, and this is, you know, this is a simulate. It's a representation, not a simulation. So I get it, but you know, I want to be able to have like fucking shootouts and shit inside my structures. That's why I usually just hole up all the roofs and my stuff. I just because can't fit shit in there. It looks stupid when it's in there. I don't know. Ooh, Jack and Coke. That'll keep you up at night. Dude, I know. Well, you know, I mean, I think resin printers are cool, man. I mean, I just don't have anywhere to do it. You know, I live in a small place, and I don't have a garage or a shed or a gaming mecca like you, dude. But I mean, I don't know. You can get one of those, man. I mean, you're fucking mechanically inclined, dude. I heard the learning curve is getting a lot like flatter because it's almost plug and play now. I think some of the better ones are like pretty close to plug and play. You just, you know, there's not a whole lot of fidgeting and whatever, but there is a slight learning curve. Not to say that they don't work hard, but I mean, they're just producing a file. They're not producing product. Like they're not having to print shit, put it in packages and send it off. They can just sell their product, you know, and then it's up to you to print it or not. So, man, I think that's just really a great idea. But like doing like sectional stuff, I'm sure somebody's out there doing that. I'm not familiar with the 3D. I'm not familiar with the STL world. So, Brian, what's up, dude? Oh, you're about to do a. Well, okay. So, yeah, so Brian from Mini Warmite is on. And Brian's a master of making your trash into treasures on the tabletop. But yeah, I mean, for you to do that, you got to have like access to a lot of like bits and pieces, or have that kind of mindset, like going up to the dollar store and you're looking at all that shit, like the toy section. And like, I'm not like that. I'm like, I'll go up to Toys R Us and I'll look around and there's all this shit, but I'm just like, that won't work. That won't work. That looks stupid. There's a couple other YouTubers that are like, they'll go and they'll buy like, there's this one guy. Oh my God, this guy's fucking amazing. He's on Facebook. He's on a bunch of he'll get like, he got, Chevron had those the gas station used to sell those like little toy cars and boats with like, anyway, in that line, there's a set where it's a boat on a trailer, right? But he took the boat and he like painted it up and kind of hold it out a little bit. And he uses it for his pulp gaming. Dude, it looks fucking awesome. It looks great. Water guns, yeah. You should, dude. I mean, okay, so Adam from Wargaming China says that he was thinking about getting his builds digitally scanned so he can sell them as products. So Adam's down in Australia, and he he plays 20 mil, and he like whittles or whatever the fuck you use wood, right? Wood and sheet styrene and all that kind of shit. And dude, this motherfucker is a bolt counter. So like, if he makes something, that's what it's fucking really looks like. But he makes a lot of his stuff. I mean, he does like structures. He does like fortifications. He does, ships. Big thing is ships. He does a bunch of ships. He's done a bunch of Japanese landing ships, which are very unique in design, but they look sweet. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, dude. Oh yeah. So yeah, Brian's mini Warmot's stuck in. He's doing a big old west type of stuff right now, and he said he's gonna build a cattle ranch house. That'd be sweet. Do an interior, man, where they can do the shootouts on the inside. Couple of those MDF. I built a bunch of the like the what do they call it? Like a Steam West or I don't know what the fuck it's called. Steampunk Western shit, PDF stuff. Um, I mean, man, the kits are really nice for. I've done a lot of MDF kits, and some are shit. But these guys, I can't even. Wild West Exodus, Wild West Exodus, I think. I did a bunch of their scenery. It puts together really well, and they have like interiors that aren't bad. But yeah. Oh yeah, your armored cars. Yeah, that's cool. War Cradle MDF. Do they do? Are they just weird? Are they just Western? They got other time periods. I know that if you guys ever bought any of the miniature building authority, I have a bunch of that shit. I know that God, I just fucking went blank. Litgo, they do like they make like counters and markers and shit like to custom make. But anyway, they did some interiors to put inside those buildings. Like I think they're MDF interiors. That's fucking awesome. That's really cool. But I think if like I seriously think there's probably a market for like interior like inside battles or something you could call it like that. And it's just like you can sell rooms, sell it as rooms, like ballroom. You know, you got grand piano and a big open space. Maybe there's a like a stage for like a a band or something, and then you can just like there's a big grand ball, and then the next thing you know, fucking Japanese come in there and start shooting everybody up and whatever. That'd be sweet. And then you can have like kitchens. You add like the kitchen set, stick it next to it, and there's like kitchens, and I think that'd be cool. But make them 3-dimensional with like furniture. You can either like loose furniture, or maybe the furniture is like if it's a 3D print. If it's a 3D print. Maybe it's just part of the structure. You can't move it out of the way or whatever. Okay, yeah. So yeah, War Cradle. Okay, they're the ones that have like their MDFs is like blue. I remember that was just odd. The MDF color was like a blue. I want to say blue or a purple. It was like a blue, I think. Circuit boards, yeah. Yeah, but they got all the like little shit all in them. The circuits. I know Dave from Pulp Alley, he does a couple you guys check his shit out, it's badass. He did some terrain tutorials where he made just kind of like city, block sections using that self-adhesive kind of like laminate flooring, like squares. He gets like a gray color that looks like concrete, and then he like uses that as the base. He gets like 4 or 5 of them. Uses it as makes a whole base for the battle, and then he puts his terrain on top of it. Man, it looks really good. It looks really, really good. But but yeah, so but yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of, and then of course, for your skirmish gamers, the internal games would be so much fun, man. It's like you can have all sorts of cool games like inside structures if you could just get structures. Again, the poor man's, you just get a piece of paper and you just draw a fucking floor plan and put your figures on top of it. And that, if you're playing, that's fine. That's a lot of fun. I don't have any problem with that. But if you're taking your game to a convention or you're doing a battle report on your channel or something, and again, my favorite game that we've ever done was that when we did in the film vault at Warner Brothers, and it was just flat, and we just drew the fucking map out, and that was a lot of fun. But it looks like shit. It's just we're playing on a piece of gridded paper. But man, it was a lot of fun. I love that. I love that game. But yeah, because I'm just sitting there. I'm like, and I know I was watching some, even like I'm watching some of these, high end, battle report guys, and they're doing like the Battle of Stalingrad, and they got this just fucking amazing tabletop, right? All wrecked out and stuff, but it's just rubble. I mean, and again, it's scaled. I mean, a factory would take up the whole table. It wouldn't be like, just the middle section is a factory and then there's all this shit around it. It'd be like the whole fucking board would be a factory. And it just seems as giving disservice to the actual game if you don't show that size in the inside and have the rubble inside. Maybe there's some offices or whatever and play it like that. But I just, I want to try to find something that is aesthetically pleasing, that you like, oh, that's fucking cool looking, I want to play on top of that. Mama, I gotta get Shadow, what's up, bud? Good to see you, man. That's right, go big or go home, man. Shadow is from Shadow and Sun. He has a great YouTube channel. He talks pretty much about everything gaming, but he's more of a role player, but he ventures into the side of minis when he has to and when he wants to. But yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, we're talking about like what you use to represent in indoor battles for your miniatures. And you being a role player, we've talked about just getting like, you could buy map packs that are, two-dimensional map packs, and they're really cool. But again, they don't give that pizzazz like when you're playing with minis, or and if you're doing something grandiose like at a convention or on a battle report for your channel or something, it just doesn't look as exciting as it could be. But Archon, now I know Archon, I don't think I've seen any of their terrain. I have to check that out. We were talking about earlier, I know that you built Brian has a bunch of the War Cradle Wild West Texas stuff, and we were talking about that. And I know that you and your son built some of that stuff too. We were talking about that, and it has some interior. I mean, it's small. It's just like any other kind of tabletop terrain. It's kind of small inside there. It doesn't quite represent, but we're talking about kind of trying to find bigger pieces that would either cover the table, and you would use like sectional for rooms. But and they have that, like the Aliens board game or the Space Hulk. People are making 3-dimensional like corridors and stuff like that. But I'm talking more like, and that's good. I mean, I think that internal like that thing is covered, like spaceship tunnels and like shit like that, like from Aliens. But like but internal, like large internal structures like buildings, or even like spacecraft, or ships like spaceships or surface vessels or submarines or whatever, or even giant ogre-sized fucking tanks where you're infiltrated inside that tank, or even Titans. If you want to get to the sci-fi level, you got some of these giant Titans, and maybe you have to fight the giant foot. You got to infiltrate the foot. Like your troops have able to breach the foot of this war god Titan or whatever they have, and if you're able to kill all the crew of the foot, you can stop this or some shit. That'd be sweet, man. They got rampart terrain. I have to check that. I have to. So you guys swing over. Hey, Shadow, if you can, throw a link to Archon's site and in the description so people can check it out. I'll have to check that out. We talked earlier. We talked about some other. What was it? It was man, my brain. But yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm like reading something here. Silence. Silence. But I have to. But we were talking about using board games. The interiors of board game systems that have maybe like Space Hulk or Incursion or any kind of game that has those internal sectional layouts in your gaming. And role playing has a lot of floor plans. I mean, throughout the fucking years that you can choose from. But again, in a miniature wargaming in a more miniature wargaming scene, it doesn't look very good. It just Greg, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Greg from Gamers with Coffee is on board. Great general gaming channel. You should check that out. He has a live feed every Sunday at 4 Central Standard Time. So if you guys get a chance, swing over to Greg's channel and hang out. Fun bunch of crew over there. But I don't know if internal gaming in like what I'm thinking of would be mostly skirmish level, because unless you're playing the full table, you got armies inside of a giant whatever structure. But I'm sure it happened. Like clearing a building. When you get into some of these, we see, I say this, but I might be ignorant, but the conflicts that we've seen, they don't show battles inside like skyscrapers or fucking, giant city block apartments that exist. And it should, because there were places like that in like Berlin or in any time frame, in any period or any combat. There's large structures that the enemy had to be rooted out, and they weren't always just on the outside. I guess I don't know. Militarily, you might just reduce the whole fucking structure. That's easier than sending troops in to. You could say Fallujah, man. You had to clear the Marines and the Army had to clear those structures of insurgents, but they have standing orders. They can't just level the fucking city. So there are historical and moral aspects in your gaming to keep you from just leveling the fucking the structure. So you have to get in there. So let's find a way to fucking get in there and play in there instead of just popping off the roof and throwing your shit in the square willy-nilly, and they just okay, I got 5 guys in there and you got 6, and let's just roll and let's pretend to see what happens. I want to see them going from door to door, shooting through the fucking walls and do all that fun stuff. But again, you got to get that 3D representation for it, and that's the hard thing to try to find. So it's crazy. Oh, are you? Yeah, man, Brian, do it, dude. Yeah, so Brian, Brian's not a man to take down a challenge. He jumps into these painting challenges, and he's mad. The motherfucker's painting 24 hours, kind of drilling. After hour 20, man, you almost lost it, but you did it. But Brian, so Brian's coming late to the gaming world, but he's full force, full blown. Gaming medals all over his chest now. Yeah, dude, build something, man. That'd be sweet. Man, hell, if you build something for Weird World War II, we'll showcase it. And then you can we can play on it. That'd be sweet. Yeah, so Adam mentions the Berlin train station. That was fucking, and then and that's another thing, the underground. Subways and stuff. Shit. In most European countries, during World War II, there were well, not tons, but there were underground systems. So having fighting underground or in the sewers. I think those 3-dimensional terrain pieces are pretty good. I think there's enough out there to reproduce 3D printed subways, corridors, shit like that. But room structures, that's what I want to do. I want to tackle You know, just imagine like it's a blank table, right? And all you've got, right, the first thing on the table is just a square, and it's like the entryway to a, let's go weird war. It's an entryway to a bioweapons firm, right? So your Soviets bust through, kill a couple of the dudes in there or whatever, and then there's doors going here, and here and there. So let's go this way. And then you add a long section, and it's a hallway, and then there's like for several doors for several rooms, and you just plug it in when someone goes in those sections. And man, that'd be fucking awesome. But like, have those rooms or act, because so me and Mel, we played, we did that. We converted one of the Achtung Cthulhu modules into a 3D game, the Assault on the Fuhrer Train. And again, we just used the dry erase, board, and I just drew train cars, and we moved through there like that because Mel was like, you should get some train. I'm like, shit, I cannot get train cars and make train cars and all that shit. That's beyond my patience or my skill. I mean, and I don't think you can't. O-scale cars are expensive as fuck, and then like they'd have to make them like you'd have to find them this is like a futuristic looking weird war train, so it wouldn't look right, and you don't want to use like old west train cars for a fucking Weird War II game. It just doesn't look right. But if you don't even have the exterior, you don't have to worry about it. It's just the interior of a train. It could be modern trains, it could be old west trains, it could be World War II trains or whatever. I think that'd be cool. Oh, thanks, man. Dude, that would be awesome. So Brian's saying he's going to make an internal, like an inside structure that'll cover a 6x4 board. That'd be cool, dude. Like make little furniture and like, whatever. I think that'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun for your Zombicide games too. Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing. It's like, shit, man, I need to get a 3D printer. It's just, I think, I bet you what we're talking about, I bet you it's out there. And if it is in 3-dimensional format, it is in STL. I just don't know where it would be at. I mean, I'm sure somebody out there, I'm sure it's not hard to, again, it'd be hard for me because I don't know anything about producing in STL. But, just designing a square room and then building furniture for it. Maybe the walls have some sort of like, built-in terrain, like doorways, and maybe furniture, like maybe they have like pictures, in as you printing it, it's already in the walls. Kind of like the when we buy like the Star Wars sets when we were kids, there'd be like like I remember like was it like the Dagobah set? It had like there was like bugs crawling up the wall, and there's snakes and vines all over the fucking thing, all over the walls in the plastic. I'm sure you could do that with STL file. The floor is covered in like, debris or whatever it might be. Maybe there's a pit full of ill-tempered sea bass with lasers. There you go. That's sweet. Bo, what's up, buddy? Yeah, the Ewok village. I remember that. I remember, I think Jabba the Hutt's pit, like he would sit on top. I think the pit had like some sort of design in the walls of the pit too, but that'd be fucking sweet. Bo from Bo Paints is here. Bo Paints, he has a channel, talks about mostly role playing, but he is an active and avid gamer, puts forth a lot of deep questions on what what your gaming should be like and what he thinks the gaming world should be like and what you should be doing in it. You should check it out. It's a great site. But yeah, so I put this out to you guys in your travels, in your internet travels and your convention travels and all that. Keep your eyes out and put your ears to the ground and see if you guys can find any kind of resources that do large or even room 3D, 3-dimensional structures for miniature wargame. various, time frames and genres and whatnot. I think, man, and then let us know, swing by and, come to Weird World War II. The all of our links are in the description, man. We're all over the fucking net. Just drop in one of those and say, hey, man, I found this kick-ass, this wicked, company that sells STLs or paper, cardboard, MDF, or whatever it is, and they sell this interior terrain, because I want to buy some interior terrain coming up here. And I think, and again, I was talking about Fear the Dark, David that runs Fear the Dark and does the miniature game. He has some wicked fucking internal like scenery that he uses for his wargaming battle reports, and it looks really good. I think it's just paper, it's printed, so it looks really nice, really colorful, and it looks really detailed. But it's flat. I mean, you can tell at certain angles you can tell it's flat, so it's just print. But he has like 3-dimensional like furniture in the mix there too. So man, it fucking works out. It looks fantastic. There you go. So Adam says he knows it. Well, shoot a link up, man. If you again, it doesn't have to be just come to the Weird World War II group and just throw a link. That's another thing, guys. So we have like 900 plus members on our YouTube channel, or not YouTube channel, but fucking Facebook channel. And don't ever be afraid to just drop in there and throw some fucking hey man, I found this company, or I got this shit that would work great for Weird World War II. Just as long as Weird World War II or just the pulp in that genre, just throw it down, man. Because we're all gamers, man. We're all looking for the next cool thing. And if you run into some cool shit, we want to back each other up the best we can. If you know a small producer that's making some great product that needs some push, come bring it our way, man. We're all gamers. We're all gonna help each other out. Or if we don't, they send out the Pinkertons. I guess the big news right now in the fucking mainstream gaming world is Wizard of the Coast sent out the Pinkertons to some guy's house because they sent them some top secret magic cards or some bullshit. Just what the fuck? Just fucking insanity, man. I can't write that shit. And then of course the fucking movers and the shakers, they're like, oh, the fucking evil corp, and I'm like, dude, look, if anybody comes to your door, just don't answer the fucking door. And if some Pinkerton guy says we're gonna be mad at you if you don't give us back our shit, don't fucking say anything. Just sit in your house calmly with your assault rifle pointed at the fucking door. And the minute he tries to break in, stop him. But no, it's funny. It's just ridiculous. It's just more and more bullshit. I don't remember it ever. I mean, I've been playing a long time and I don't remember weird shit like this happening, but maybe, it did. I remember when TSR blew up and broke apart, and that was a fucking mess. And that was all legal fucking bullshit too. But, I don't know. I just want a game, dude. I can't remember the name. Yeah. So again, keep the lookout for some sort of indoor structures. And listen, even if it's 2-dimensional, if it's really nice, like map boards that you can use for your role playing or whatever. I'm not below doing that for a miniature game and doing battle reports, because I fucking love it. I got a whole bunch of Pathfinder, the flip out boards that you can the dry erase on there and the wet erase. Put markers all over it and you play. But unfortunately, you can get the general scenery. You can get jungles or whatever, and I can put trees on top of it. My 3D trees, so the base looks cool, and then there's some 3D stuff on there. But fancy centric. So there's swords, or there's a dragon skull. I know it's Weird War, but I'd like to try to make it look like it's still within the 1940s, 30s, era. Oh, on the gauge, huh? Preach the gospel of the gauge. But so I know. So if you go, train, one aspect of the hobby that a lot of people don't go to is the trains. Okay, trains have been around forever, and like Adam's 20 millimeter stuff. That's what that's HO scale in the train world, and 28 mil stuff is the O scale. Now you can find some great stuff in the train side, a lot of buildings, but unfortunately, it seems to be stuck in a certain time frame, or the structures are train centric. So whatever there. But they do make train cars that would work for like World War II, and they or even Old West. So O scale for your 28 mil stuff, and then HO for your I think HO is 20, isn't it? Or is it 15? You have to help me with that. I can't remember what the HO. I don't even know if you know if HO is scaled 15 or 20. I think it's 20 HO scale stuff. But yeah, so if you get a chance to go to a train show, holy shit, go check it out, man. I mean, those trains are fucking expensive, but you can find good deals. There'll be like those old timers that have had a collection for fucking 100 years, and they're trying to liquidate it for like $20 a pop. And you get these buildings. Like I picked up a big ass train station for like $20. It's fucking massive. It's an O scale train station. It is fucking massive. You got it for like nothing. And then lots of cool shit at the train shows. HO's 20. Okay, yeah. So there you go, all you 20 millimeter guys. HO, whole new horizon for you guys to check out. Whole new industry that you can take from to use for your wargaming. But O scale stuff is pretty expensive because it's so big. But I have O scale like train tracks and stuff for mine. And what you doing, baby?
I'm fixing to make me some coffee. And
Baby's getting ready for walk.
I'm fixing to take myself to hell.
Oh, she got to go to hell. Come and say hi real quick before you head out. Look at this chick. Look at this cutie. She's, oh my God, what are you wearing? Is that macadamia or whatever we took her to? So my daughter, like, she wanted to go, she got into anime, right? And we took her to Hero Academy, Academia, or Macanusha, Baka Laka Chaka Waka. I don't fucking know. It was painful. It was fucking painful. But, you do that for the kids, man. You take your kids to movies that they like and you despise.
Truthfully, I don't think she really liked it.
You don't think so? I don't think she watches it anymore.
Nice.
Oh, well, shit. She should have just said, let's leave. Oh, no, I did take her to that movie, Life. It freaked her the fuck out. We left. She couldn't handle it. Man, it hurts my heart because I'm like an old school gorehound, dude. And I'm like, it's cool. I didn't make a big fuss. If she's not into it, it's not into it. I'll just get out of here. But yeah, so I think if you guys have anything, hit me with it. I need to get on to I think I got a new job coming up here, guys. I'm starting a new job, and not sure what my schedule is going to be like here, but I want to try to do some live like shows and like bring people on board. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to secure like 2 or 3 guys or gals or whatever the fuck you are. Aliens or pods or whatever the fuck. And we all sit down and just rap about Weird War or whatever the fuck or whatever topic we're going to talk about. That's another thing, man. I am running out of shit to talk about. You guys got to throw me some ideas on what to talk about because, I don't know.
Your best bet is to look on Facebook on your site and see what people's are posting.
No.
Why not?
No.
They matter.
Mel has been sucked into the what do they call the influencers? Fuck them.
No, on your own site.
Oh, my own site. Yeah, I did. Like this Eternal one. Yeah, someone was talking about like fighting inside of a big building or something.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's a good topic. All right, I'm gonna see you, man. Thanks for swinging by, dude. Adam says hi.
Oh, hey,
and bye.
Bye.
Says hi, bye. Shadow says hi. Brian says hi.
Hi, everybody.
From Mini Warmup.
Oh, hey, Minnie.
She knows you more by Mini Warmup than Brian. But oh man, inexperienced so Bo puts up a good question. What is a good, inexpensive way to start weird alt history gaming? Okay. Bo says hi too. Say hi to Bo.
Hi, Bo.
Role playing, dude. Just get.
I start with the trade, and the minis can.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just play, if you just want to play, definitely get either Modifius does Achtung Cthulhu. Now, there's two different versions of Achtung Cthulhu. You can get like the original Achtung Cthulhu, which is like I believe they used Savage Worlds mechanic. I think Savage Worlds mechanic and the Call Cthulhu mechanic. I think 8th edition. But those are the old ones that aren't produced anymore. But you can still get them. You can still find them. Savage Worlds, I think they did some other shit. But anyway, they have the rules in the source books or whatever that have like stat blocks for those Call Cthulhu and Savage Worlds. Now their new stuff, the new Achtung Cthulhu uses their in-house 2D20 system, and they got a bunch of shit. They got a bunch of product. I've played it and I've played it. Like I haven't played a lot of it, but I've play tested it and I've played it. It seems fine. I mean, but you know, if you want, depending on what kind of game system you want to do, that's probably the best thing to do is do some sort of role play, and then maybe from there, if you dig the whole Weird War genre, you can start, you know, using minis. Minis are easy, man. You know, there's everybody and their brother makes World War II shit, and then everybody and their brother makes fantasy shit. So you just mix them together. So go to Reaper, buy a bunch of bones, fucking monsters. Go to
buy some train.
Shit. You know, go to eBay, buy some fucking plastic, you know, 28mm World War II kits. Get an army blanket. Get an army blanket. That's what we do. I use an army blanket to put on top of my fucking table as grass. But yeah, and then just go from there and slowly build, man. That shit. I've been doing this for 20. I've been playing Weird War II for 20 years.
And make it to the cons because they have flea markets that you can take advantage of. Dude.
Okay, guys, if you've never been to a wargaming convention, you need to go because it's a lot of fun. But you also need to go if they have flea markets. Holy shit! It is like Mecca. It's heaven, Valhalla, whatever your ultimate place to be. Just imagine a fucking garage sale, like a flea market of nothing but gaming shit. Oh my God. It is heaven on earth. And you'll have those guys that got that thing that they're selling it for like $50. And fuck you. But then you got those guys who are just like, I'll get rid of this shit.
Yeah, some old trees. Get
trees. Dude, I got a bag of fucking pipe cleaner trees that look beautiful for like $3. I got like 10 of them for $3. Well, not those. Those are the cheap ones. I got that shit for free. Go get one of the that big, the one next big one. Yeah, that one. I got like 10 of these bad boys. Like $3. Look at that shit. Those are those
toilet brush.
Hell yeah, toilet brush. That's what it is. But yeah, I do. Gaming flea markets are fantastic. Like I bought, I play Pathfinder, the first edition, and 3.5 stuff. And dude, some guy was selling his Pathfinder books for like, you know, he wanted like $10. I'll give you $5 for all of the. I just grabbed fucking all the ones that I need. I'll give you $5 for each one of these. And he's like, sold. Hell, I was selling some shit at a table from my buddies. I put a thing on the just a label on the fucking table and said the $300 for the table. You just take everything on the fucking table. There's people like that. They just want to get rid of their shit. Yeah, so I mean, you could probably just pick, and then you know, you being a role player, all you have to do is pick up a module, and you can convert all that shit into, you know, your mechanics or whatever you play. Yeah, Achtung Cthulhu has a big line of, you know, so if you're into Cthulhu, like the mythos, the story of Lovecraft's Cthulhu, go to play Achtung Cthulhu. There's another older system called Weird War II. Pinnacle makes that. And they have an old version that uses the, oh God, I can't remember what their mechanics were called. They got the old version and they got a newer version too. So you can go that way too. Elf, what's up, dude? I'm just checking out some the conversation. Yeah, so I guess Shadow got a bunch of Starship Trooper minis in the mail, which they fucking made a shit ton of Starship Trooper fucking minis back in the day. It was a pretty cool game. I played it. I never bought into it, but I played it. It's pretty cool. Oh, very good. Elf says he just dusted off his 15 mil World War II. Hey, man, Gear Creek is still around, dude. You can still get all that source book stuff. And, Gear Creek, technically they say you can play whatever scale you want, but their product was 15 mil. And with the amount of product that's out there that is 15 mil, you can just get 15 mil World War II shit and start putting some, buy some fantasy, 15 mils or make up your monsters or whatever and just throw that shit into the mix. Oh yeah, dude. The Starship Troopers game was massive. It's huge. It never took off though, man. Who did that? Was that Target Games? Can't remember who made that. But yeah, dude, they had the big box set. It was fantastic. And then they had a bunch of the races, the skinnies were cool. And then the arachnids and all the humans and all that shit. It was pretty cool. But yeah, they made a bunch of product. But it just, in Texas, it was sold, but I didn't see anybody playing it at all. I had a buddy who bought all of it, and I was able to play with him. But it had some nice stuff in it. Yeah, dude. So Gear Creek, if in your 15 mil, Gear Creek would be the best place to start. Pick up, the main rule book, and I believe they have some theater source books. I think they have. We have North Africa, and they have like Air Krieg or Luftkrieg, which is like using aircraft. That might be cool. Weird War aircraft. Mongoose. Okay, Mongoose. That's right. But so lots of guys. If you don't know anything about Weird World War II, Weird World War II is anything you want to make it. Anything. There's no timeline. The weird could be as weird as, the Germans actually do Operation Sea Lion. That's weird. Or, You leaving?
No, not yet, but I'm fixing to put my shoes on. Nah.
But you can twist and bend and break World War II as far as you want it. You can bring aliens into the mix. You can bring Cthulhu stuff. You can bring, the undead, magic, whatever. Or you can just be as weird as, the fucking Soviets.
We brought Scooby-Doo into it.
We did. We played a Scooby-Doo game during World War II. Hey, there you go. There you go. But yeah, just, get your World War II stuff or get some World War II stuff and get some weird shit and then just have fun.
I want to get some of that bed knobs and broomsticks.
Yeah, so
that would be my dream game.
That'd be a good game, man.
Yeah.
That'd be a great bed knobs and broomsticks.
Broomsticks,
the last bed knobs and broomsticks. I'm not playing the stupid cartoon part. I'll play the Nazis where they land and she uses the knight suits of armor. Okay,
it'd be the knights against the Nazis.
That'd be sweet. Enchanted suits of armor fighting the Wehrmacht Nazis. That'd be sweet. Yeah, we should do that, babe. That'd be fun.
It'd be fun. If we can find the miniatures.
Somebody makes her on the broomstick. I think it's Tangent Games. That's it. Tangent Games makes her flying with her, with her.
But see, I want the kids in the bed and all that.
Oh, the kids.
Yeah, they can be thrown.
They didn't do shit. They'd be like meat shields.
Oh my god, no.
So let's say bed knobs and broomsticks. You can have that crew, and then you can have what is it? Dad's Army. You have those guys with her fighting the Nazis. That'd be awesome.
The castle.
Damn, she wants everything, guys. That's a woman for you.
From a plate, I want everything.
You want everything, all the bells and whistles. All right, guys, let's running long on the tooth. We're over an hour. I try to keep it an hour, but everybody, thanks for coming out. Again, in your travels in this weird world that we live in, if you find any cool products that would be a good representation of fighting indoors in your miniature wargaming, let us know about it. Come to the various links below. Just drop a message, tell us what you see, what you found, let us know what's going down. I want to say hi, thanks to everybody that came by. Go to Adam's channel. That's Wargaming China. Great stuff. Very, very historically accurate. Very, very. Shadow and Sun. Go check them out. Bo talks, or Bo paints. Excuse me, Bo. Bo does talk. He also paints. Go to his channel. Check it out. Mini Warmut and all his awesome adventures. Elf Bait. Do you have a channel that you game, like a gaming channel?
Like Mini Warmut's trash. He has a good trash terrain.
Yeah. So yeah, Mel loved your trash stuff, Brian. By the way.
Yeah, it was sensible. It's
But yeah, so definitely. Oh, that'd be cool. Hogwarts during the Battle of Britain.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. I am not a Harry Potter fan, but I've watched them all.
Okay.
All you need, I don't know why Voldemort didn't just use a goddamn gun. 50 caliber Barrett, half a mile away.
Or throw a rock at Harry.
Just throw a big fucking rock at the kid.
No,
just
I know
aim right at that little birthmark
That's how I
and
know
he's
you
down.
haven't watched all of them
What?
because they can't kill each other.
What?
That-
He has minions that can kill him. Yeah.
But if you gotta watch the movies,
This isn't weird war Hogwarts, but it can be. That's what's cool about. Because I want to say, didn't they come up with some movies where the older guys were younger during World War II or some shit? I want to get into the political shit of Hogwarts. Like, how do these countries let these wizards be, or do they even know about
Read the
them? Or,
books.
I'm not gonna read those fucking books. You're crazy.
They talk about how the ministries of England and London and all that, they have a
This has turned into Harry Potter podcast.
well, no, but they have an understanding. They let
Shit.
shit go for a certain amount of protection.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Let me see. Before I head out, guys, I want to check out what you guys said.
Plus, there's a nice little.
Yeah, that would be cool. Hogwarts during the Battle of Britain. I could totally see Nazis using like their mystical guys to try to take out the Allies' mystical guys. That'd be a cool level. That'd be a cool
they
level to
also
play.
just
forget. And everybody forgets.
Sleep.
no, that's a whole different movie.
That's a great movie, by the way. So Fenris, 6896. I've been tossing around the idea of using Italian forces in the Mediterranean. Bye, babe. Love
Bye,
you.
guys. Have fun.
Mel says bye. She called you nerds.
Nerds and their toys.
But okay, Mediterranean throwing some stuff. Yes. So Fenris, in my Weird War campaign, I have kind of like this underlying thing happening. No one knows why, but the myths and the supernatural and like the superstitions and all that shit of regions have come to life. So like in Greece, you would have like the nymphs and all the, the fucking deities, and you'd have all the weird monsters, the gorgons and the minotaurs, and you'd have the satyrs and all that shit, centaurs and all that stuff in that region. And then like if you're in like the Middle East, you'd have the Persian, cool pantheon and all their weird creatures, and even like in North America, you'd have the Native American, and you'd have the English and all the other groups of people who have resided in the States that bring their culture and bring their myths and their legends and their folklore. And for some reason, the hell of earth that's happening during the war manifests these creatures. But yeah, dude, you should. That'd be fucking awesome. Rapatrol and the Minotaur's Maze. Oh, that'd be sweet. Hell yeah. Oh man, I revisited Rapatrol not too long ago. I was a huge fan as a kid, right? I love that show. Combat and Rapatrol. And was it Garrison's Gorillas? That was a cool fucking too. Baba Black Sheep was cool. Yeah, there's some good shit out there. But I revisited Rapatrol not too long ago. Man, it didn't hold up. It did not hold up. But yeah, you should, if you do that, man, be sure to go to the Weird World War II Facebook group and let us know about it. Take some pictures and let's check it out. That'd be sweet. I've got if you look at my shit on my table, videos. I just did one of like my forces of nature, and they've got like nymphs and satyrs in there, and shit like that, tree men and dryads and shit. So that'd be right up your alley. But all right, guys. Well, again, everybody that came by, thanks. I have a question on the group right now. What would be a good time in your time zone to do a live show? And because I know there's, we got a lot of people from all over the world, and I want to do like, I want to mix it up a little bit. So like people that are in Europe, let's say in England, I think there's like a 6-hour difference. It's getting late. When we do our 8 o'clock show, it gets pretty late. And a lot of those guys can't. They got work and stuff in the morning. So, but I was thinking about kind of, try to find in different time zones to see if other groups of folks can check it out. So go to the Weird World War II group, put your suggestion in there, and we'll see what we can do. All right, guys. Again, thanks for coming out. And whatever you do, this crazy mixed up world, keep it weird. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out.